Well, hello and welcome to Faith, Philosophy and Life with me, Mr. Shelton. It's great to see you again, or at least to imagine that you're there. I hope you're doing well, and I hope your families are doing well as well. The image behind me is one that probably you dream about having again, a birthday party. And as time is going on, I appreciate that our dim and distant ideas of what a birthday party might be seem to be going to the back of our minds. But today we're going to be thinking about a very special event in a Jewish person's life at the age of 12 for a girl and 13 for a boy. And we're going to be imagining about the Bar and Bat Mitzvah. Before we proceed, without any further ado, before we get into our objectives, so this is the time for you to grab a pen and paper. Here is our intro music. Great. Well, I hope that you managed to get a pen and paper ready for today's session. So behind me then are a list of ages with activities that you might link with that age. What I'd like you to do is to have a quick look through that. You might choose to write them out, you might not, that's absolutely fine. And I'd like you to try and match up which you would match to which. So when I was one, I learned to, what was that? Did you learn to go to primary school? I doubt it, unless you're very intelligent, which I certainly wasn't. So pause this clip now and see which ones you can link up. Okay, so let's see which ones we got right there. When I was one, I learned to walk. It's an approximation, but that's an average sort of age that people start thinking about doing that. When I was 4 or 5, I went to primary school or infant school. When I was 11, I became a teenager. No, that's not true. When I was 11, I went to secondary school. When I was 13, I'll become a teenager. That's better. When I'm 16, I can legally buy a lottery ticket. When I'm 17, I can learn to drive a car. And when I'm 18, I can be an adult and can vote. And when I'm 67, I'll be able to get my pension, which is when the government give you money each week. And hopefully your pension contributions that you save studiously throughout your career will give you some money as well. That basically means that you can get an income when you're older. Please note I didn't say old, because some of us are getting a lot closer to the magic pension age than we might want to think. Okay, so our title today is a bar or bat mitzvah really that important? So our learning objective today is to explore what a bar and bat mitzvah is and why it's important for Jews today. So if you're making notes, please get that title written down, because titles are obviously really helpful for you to know where you're up to. So is a bar or bat mitzvah really that important? That's our question for the day. So our outcomes then, it's going to be good if we can explain what a bar mitzvah is and key beliefs and actions associated with it. It's going to be great if you can summarize that information from a range of sources and combine it into one document. So you're going to be doing some online research today and watching some clips. And even better if you can use some specialist key terms and link all the information we've studied into a detailed piece of presentation. That's a presentation which obviously you're writing up. So our literacy objective today is to read for meaning. Our personal learning thinking skills is our reflective learners, and our citizenship skills, what's going to help us equip us for the world of work, is we're going to research and evaluate some information. So that is what we are doing. Before we continue today, there is a little clip that I found on YouTube that I'd like you to watch, and it's a really helpful way of showing why Bar and Bat Mitzvah is important and what happens during those ceremonies. So let's just watch this for a moment, make any notes you need to, and I hope you find this helpful. So random YouTube clip, over to you, go.
question for you. At what age do you think we become an adult?
I think at the age of 18. 16.
18.
Different people think different things.
Yes, at 21 you can become a Member of Parliament. Hello? At 17 you can drive. You can drink alcohol when you're 18. Right. For Jewish people, the answer is simple. When Jewish boys are 13 and Jewish girls are 12, we have to take responsibility for everything we do. So as far as our religion is concerned, we are adults and we have a special ceremony known as a Bar Mitzvah for boys and a Bat Mitzvah for girls. My name's Emily and I'm 12. I had my Bat Mitzvah last month. This means I am now, according to Jewish tradition, an adult. Girls have their Bat Mitzvah 1 year earlier than boys, as it is believed that girls mature slightly faster than boys. Bar means son and mitzvah means commandment or rule. So bar mitzvah means son of the commandment, which basically means a son who must obey God's rules. Bat mitzvah means daughter of commandment. We believed that before I became bat mitzvahed, God would hold mum and dad responsible for anything I did. But now I'm old enough to take that responsibility for myself. Bye, Mum. This is my synagogue, where my bat mitzvah took place. My preparation began by learning a piece of Hebrew called the Eshit Chayil. For boys, however, they have to learn from this. This is the Torah. It's precious to the Jews as the New Testament is to Christians and the Quran to Muslims. During all bar mitzvahs, the boy will be expected to read from the Torah. The difficult thing is that we both have to read in Hebrew, which is the traditional Jewish language. I had to practice for weeks, but with the help of my rabbi, who is the leader and the teacher at the synagogue, I got there in the end. What's the importance of the reading?
The Bat Mitzvah girl will prepare reading the Eshit Chayil, a poem from the Bible which explains the importance of a Jewish woman and what her ability can be and what the Bat Mitzvah girl should strive to be. The Bar Mitzvah boy will read a Torah portion, the first Torah portion which he can read now that he is part of the congregation.
וידבר את השמיים ואת הארץ כי ידעתי אחרי מותי כי חשכת תשמיטון ושלתם מן הדרך אשר ציוויתי אתכם.
This is what I wore at my bat mitzvah, but boys have to wear talit and kippah. Hi Ben, how was your bar mitzvah?
Yeah, I was a bit nervous because there's a lot of people here, my family, my friends, and I was also very excited to have my big day. I stood on the bimah. I had to read from the Torah with the yod. I had to use the yod because I had to go through the Hebrew reading. It took me a year to prepare it.
At the end of my bat mitzvah, everyone threw sweets at me.
Me too.
It is on a Bar Mitzvah boy's day or a Bat Mitzvah girl's day that we want them to be showered with as many blessings as possible, and so to symbolize this, we throw sweets at them.
And now it's party time, when everyone comes together to sing, dance and celebrate becoming an adult.
Who's had their bat mitzvah?
I have.
Did you enjoy it?
I really enjoyed mine because I had mine together with my brother because we're a year apart. I don't feel that much different, but my parents definitely give me more freedom now and they treat me a bit more like an adult, I think.
I was given a bit more respect and trust as well to look after my sisters and to go out with my friends and everything, so that was good.
For Jewish people, the bar mitzvah and bat mitzvah are important events in a young person's life and a celebration that we will always remember. This is because the bar mitzvah and bat mitzvah are about becoming a young adult, taking responsibility for themselves, maturing and continuing life's journey. And although the ceremony is about becoming an adult, we can still behave like children sometimes afterwards if we really want to.
So I hope that you found that helpful, and that was a way of just introducing the topic, which I know that some of you will already be familiar with. So behind me then is an image of various bits of information with regards to the bar mitzvah. Can I just clarify that when it is referred to as the Jew becoming a man, obviously we're not talking about them becoming 18 and therefore they can legally vote within the UK. We're talking about them taking on the responsibilities of the Jewish law. So up to that point, if they didn't keep some of the 613 mitzvot, which we've already thought about, then it would mean that it was the parent's responsibility. But right at this point, it is when the boy, or 12 for a reformed tradition for a girl, it is then that they take on those responsibilities of keeping those mitzvot. So what I'd like you to do is to have a look at the image behind me. Make any notes you wish to. Now you might want to do this as a memory exercise in my class. What I'll do is I'll turn this off and then ask people to go back to their seats and write down what they remember. You might want to do that by minimizing the window, or you might just want to take the easy way out and just make a couple more notes from the screen behind me. Either way, let's get something from this written down, and then what we'll do is we'll jump back and see what we're going to do next. Okay, so this then is what we are doing during today's session. We've seen a media clip already, and we're now going to start investigating what a bar mitzvah is before looking at a reflection question and then doing a review. Apologies, I didn't share that with you earlier. So this is our main part of what we're doing during today's session. So you're going to need to open a new tab in your browser in order to do this, and you'll need to keep clicking back between this and that. Now, there is also a link in the description below which has some additional information with regards to the bar mitzvah that will save hopefully some research for you, but please make sure that you use that, and there's also some additional sentence starters there that might help you if you want that level of support. So what you're going to do is you're going to do some research with regards to the bar and bat mitzvah. You need to think about the sections that I've got on the screen behind me. So what is the bar or bat mitzvah? You can do both, or you can choose to specialize on one. Why did you celebrate it? What did you do on the day before the bar or bat mitzvah? What are the key beliefs about the bar or bat mitzvah? What laws did Jews need to keep after the bar mitzvah? Is the bar or bat mitzvah still relevant for today? Now, it's obviously your opinion on that. As I've said, there are some sentence starters on the Google Drive to help you. The link's below. In addition, though, why not challenge yourself and make a poster, a leaflet, or an invitation to someone who doesn't know what happens at this ceremony? You should give yourself about half an hour to do this. You will need to come back to me because there is some more work to do, so don't just hang up at the end of this and be done with it. You do need to see me for a little bit longer. So pause this clip, open a new tab, let's get researching, and let's get some amazing work done. Okay, so welcome back, thank you for that. So today then we said our learning objective was to explore what a bar and bat mitzvah is and why it's helpful, why the ceremony is important for Jews today. A good outcome would be if you could explain what a bar mitzvah is and the key beliefs and actions associated with that. So hopefully you've got that sort of knocked on the head now. A great outcome if you could summarize information from a range of sources, combine it into one document. Again, hopefully we've done really well with that. And even better, if you can link that into some key terms, into a detailed piece of work or a presentation. And again, hopefully we are there. So our final activity then is to answer this question. Describe why bar mitzvah is important to Jews. Describe why bar mitzvah is important to Jews. Now it's a 5-mark question. That means that you need 4 points and a piece of scripture to go with it. Now you might not find any scripture particularly easy, but what you might do is to have found something in the research that you've done. So that's the message from the Tanakh or the Torah, which you might be able to include as well. This should take you about 5 minutes. This is sort of your summative piece of work. So I'll leave that with you. Pause me now, and then just come back to me for the last sort of 30 seconds. So describe why bar mitzvah is important to Jews. Excellent. Well, I hope you've got a nice paragraph there. I hope that you've also developed your understanding of what a bar or bat mitzvah is throughout today's session. Okay, I'm going to leave it there today. Why not, for a final activity, write down a couple of questions you could ask somebody else about the bar or bat mitzvah. I hope that you've learned something during today's session. and I'm going to see you real soon. So God bless, stay safe, wash hands, and I'll see you soon. Take care.